Hello YouTube. I've got a two-part challenge for you this week. The first part is going to be kind of fun. I want you to rent and watch two different movies. Both are going to be on a similar theme but looking at it from completely different angles, and both illustrate a very important principle. The first one is the movie Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe. Most of you, I'm sure, at least have heard of this movie. If not, I've already seen it. The purpose in this movie is a man who's struggling to take care of his family during the Great Depression, and the only skills he really has at this point is boxing, with fighting. And he goes through a period of trials, of course. The losing heat in their home, the temptation to resort to stealing just to provide food, breaking his hand. He has to go through some real tests and trials to discover who he is and discover and understand what exactly he's fighting for. It's a very deep, serious movie, but it has such a great inspirational message behind it. Now the second movie is Rocky, and I want you to find the Rocky where he fights Ivan Drago, the huge Russian. And I'm not making any kind of political references here to socialism and Americanism fighting. What I want you to understand and pay attention to is that by all rights and means, Rocky should have been dead after the pummeling he takes from Dolph Lundgren there. He has to take a serious beating before he is able to discover his heart and his soul and to fight back and win. So watching these two movies symbolizes two things. It's time for us as Americans to dig deep, to discover our heart and soul. And the second thing is, it's time for us to understand just exactly what we believe in and what are we fighting for. What's truly important to us in our lives. Now, the second part of this challenge comes from a photography lesson I took when I was taking photography school. And it was called essentially like a 1 square mile challenge. And it came from the idea that a lot of new and beginner photographers have this idea that they have to go to faraway places or exotic places to find inspiration and beautiful photographs. And the challenge was to make yourself not go any farther than 1 square mile from your home to find inspiration and beautiful photographs, whether it's at a park or in the city or architecture or people, doesn't matter. Rediscover what's beautiful and inspiring right in your local neighborhood, your area. So again, the two parts to this. One, whether you watch the movies or not, I really hope you do. It's a matter of digging deep to find your heart and soul. And it's a matter of looking at yourself and discovering what you really believe in and what you're willing to fight for. And also, with the temptation of stealing, it also shows what you're willing to stand for and where a line is that you're not going to go. And then the second part is rediscovering the beauty and inspiration of what's right in front of you. And this has deep influences in your family, your friends, your local community. Reconnect and re-engage with people that live right next to you. Do you even know who your neighbors are? Tomorrow is a great example. Tomorrow I'm going to go to church. I'm going to teach a class. I'm going to sit with fellow Christians, and we're going to encourage each other and teach and learn from each other and pray together. But then tomorrow night we're going to barbecue with some neighbors, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what they believe in religiously or spiritually, but that isn't even the direct point. We're just getting together as friends and neighbors to barbecue and let the kids play together. So find some things that you maybe have let go. Relationships with people, especially your close family. If we're going to help America get through this time of trial and testing, it's got to start in the home. You have to build a strong, healthy family before you can build a strong, healthy community, before this country can be a strong and healthy country. So those are the challenges for this week. I encourage you to watch the movies and reconnect with the things that are right in front of you. And with that, I thank you, and we'll be back next week.